Hope everyone is having a great day today. I'm having a wonderful day myself here at Colorado. So just go want to go over a few things today. Just give everyone an update of my YouTube status and everything. So if you're new to my page, I am Byron. My traveling with channel. The title of my YouTube channel is Traveling with Promise. It's a YouTube channel that covers me hiking and to different national parks, chasing waterfalls, going on vacations, and coverage during the 49er season. So just give you an update of the channel. So I've been around since May 19th. My goal is to reach my first 500 subscribers by the end of this month. I'm currently at 222 subscribers. I did gain 4 subscribers on yesterday, so thank you to everyone who's subscribed to the channel so far. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel so far, um, please do. But this is a good channel for anyone to stop by and just want to just explore the adventures that I've seen so far on hiking trails, whether it's been snow on trails, whether it's been waterfalls on trail, wildlife that I've seen on trails, and etc. So it's definitely a good channel just to see a lot of things to make you smile there. So I've been just doing more research over the last few days regarding just the content because it seems like I've uploaded content going on 2 months now, and some contents are taking off more than others, whether it's the way something is named or it could be possibly a thumbnail. So the last 3 days, I've just been going in and just revamping my thumbnails. I've also revamped some of my titles for my uploaded content just to see if it would make a difference. A prime example, the last 2 days on this channel and my Waterfall Chaser channel, I've uploaded the max I can upload in a day, and to be honest, I've only received maybe 12 views on the other channel and maybe 5 or 6 on this channel. So what I did over the last few days is I really just went back and see if it was any way that I can update a lot of the thumbnails. Of course, the shorts thumbnails can be uploaded. So when you upload the shorts, if you were to click on the pencil, it'll give you the ability to possibly scroll to pick a photo of what was taken of a video coverage and then go from there. But oftentimes you may not get the ability to select that thumbnail from the shorts. However, on the videos that's been uploaded, I do have the ability to upload my thumbnails. So oftentimes, whatever I videoed on a hiking trail or just places I've visited, I've literally taken a picture as well. So what I've done is if it was a place that I did a video on, I literally just went and chose a higher quality picture of the video that I took and was able to update that thumbnail. But welcome everyone to my live and to my YouTube channel, Traveling with Promise. Pretty much just going over some lessons learned that I've had from uploading content to YouTube so far, whether it's changing a title or a thumbnail. Currently, I'm at 222 subscribers, so I'm very thankful to be at that number at this point. I've been on YouTube in 8 days. It'll be 2 months on YouTube, so feel pretty good with 222 subscribers thus far. But if you're looking for a channel that has great niches regarding waterfalls, hiking, and just traveling and vacations, this is definitely a good channel for you. I don't solicit anything. All of my hikes and vacations and games that I go to for as 49 goes is just me, just a day in the life of me. So it's not a situation in which I'm selling anything. I'm not trying to get you to buy anything or anything. So it's pretty much just me living my life, traveling with promise. As my name states, anything that I do in life, I do it with promise. Whether I'm traveling, whether I'm going to work, hiking, whatever I set my mind to do, it's with promise. So things I've learned so far that's been helpful with my channel is just making sure that I'm uploading quality content, and making sure that the content that's there is up to par, and as well as the thumbnails. I didn't realize that thumbnails and were that important until the last 3 to 4 days, in which I've seen some of my views go up by just changing something simple as a thumbnail or rewording the title. So that's what I've done, and it's been somewhat successful. I haven't had any 10 or 20,000 view video, but some videos that was at 5 or 10 got up to 3 or 400 views by just going in and just changing the thumbnail and the title. Anyone that's on YouTube, if you have any suggestions or any software that you're using that's helped you be successful, please add it in the chat. I'm down to see exactly what could work. I've done vidIQ previously for about a week on a trial basis to see if that would help me gain viewership. And oftentimes, when I had it for that week, I did everything that the website and app suggested, whether it was suggestive titles, suggestive thumbnails, and nothing that vidIQ listed worked. I literally, for the first 3 days of the trial, every video I had on my YouTube channel, I literally used the recommended thumbnail. Nothing. I utilized the AI descriptive tool for titles. Nothing. So I just literally just started going on Instagram, on YouTube, and looking at different titles that other people were using for items that I have uploaded, and just either did a similar idea or title that someone else used, or just think outside the box to see if I had a title that would fit my video. And some took off, some have not. So it's a day in the life. So other than that, life is good. Again, just to get you up to speed, as you may know, I will be transferring to or relocating to California in the next few weeks. I did receive my offer letter for my new job yesterday, and I filled out some onboarding documents yesterday. And today, that role requires a secret clearance, so I filled out some more paperwork today. Next week, I'm gonna go do my fingerprints and do my security interview, and probably within the next few weeks, I'll be relocating to Cali. So I'm very excited about that opportunity. And as you may know, I am an avid hiker. I've been hiking for years, and most recently, I've been hiking at least once a week over the past month and a half. So I'm excited about the opportunities and places to hike that I haven't hiked in Cali yet. Yosemite has been a place that I've hiked thus far there, but Channels is a place that I wanted to hike that I'm excited about going to visit when I get there. Joshua Tree, the Kings and Sequoia National Parks, the Lassen Volcanic Park, and Death Valley, and among a few others. So, hello to everyone that's on the live. Thank you for joining my live today. And also thank you for everyone that's liked my live so far. And I want to say before I move forward that I appreciate everyone who stopped by my page, whether it's just the view the content, liking or comment. And if you subscribe to the channel, even better. I'm a very authentic content creator. I've been around on YouTube for a couple months. And anyone who subscribes to the channel, I'm very thankful for it. It really means a lot to me. It kind of lets me know that I'm doing something good. And anyone that continues to come by and view the channel, I appreciate you. So if you're on the live and you subscribe, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel there. And I really appreciate that there. And then just to go over some other things that I've looking forward to. So my next upcoming hike will be back at Rocky Mountain National Park, but it's going to be on the East Inlet Trailhead. I'm looking to chase a couple more waterfalls there. Two in particular. It's going to be the Adams Falls and the Cascade Falls. Both of those are part of that trailhead. There are a few other lengthy hikes there as well. Most people that go to the East Inlet, those hikes are usually 15 to 25 miles round trip. So usually anyone who goes to the East Inlet, they pretty much will camp out. They'll hike maybe half of where they want to go, camp, and then finish their hike the following day. So I'm definitely gonna just do a couple hikes. Thanks for the compliments as well, just in the chats. I do hope I'll be famous someday, and I hope that anyone that's on this live as well. I hope you'll be famous as well. I believe that everyone's here for a reason. Everyone has a purpose in this lifetime. I would just say anyone that's here, that's on the live, that find your purpose. Anything that you like to do in life, do it. Anything you set your mind to do in life, don't stop till you achieve that goal. I know in life everything is not perfect, and most times things may not happen when you want to happen, but it'll happen when it's time for it to happen. So just hang in there. Everything's gonna work out. Just know that one thing I live and die on is just being positive, wearing a smile no matter what is going on. I can say the last couple of months uh, hasn't been the greatest for me, but I will say I've definitely persevered. Uh, I looked at a few jobs. I applied to thousands of jobs over the last couple of months when I lost my job at the end of May, and I could have had a pity party. I could have went into depression, but I didn't. I knew that the role that I was in maybe not been the role for me, so I applied to a lot of roles that I felt like it fit along the career path that I wanted to go, and did several interviews over the last month and a half, and I had a couple offers. But my most recent offer that I accepted yesterday was really where I wanted to be. I've always wanted to live in California, um, not only as a Niner fan, but it is a situation in which you can do so much in Cali. I do know that the gas prices are very high. Almost $6 a gallon is very high for gas, and the cost of living is also high in Cali. But I just the proximity to beaches, places to hike, and just sightseeing things. It's just a lot to offer there, and I knew it was a big task to always wanting to do that. But years ago, I just wrote down a lot of goals that I wish to accomplish in life. And as I accomplished those goals, I just literally checked the box as I went, just to give me that sense of accomplishment there. Because oftentimes when you got things that's on your mind, it's very important that you go and just write it down. That way you can remember what was on your mind, because oftentimes that can happen. Uh, Take care. I do have someone that's leaving the live. Thank you for attending my live. I'll see you on my next live. Appreciate you coming on there. So as it relates to just Cali again, I'm very excited for that. Welcome to the live to everyone who's just joined. I'm just going over a few life updates um, as it relates to my new job opportunity that I received yesterday and my upcoming hikes here in Colorado. Um, as I stated before, I will be leaving Colorado within the next few weeks due to a new job opportunity and in a career path that I've always wanted. So I'm very excited about that. And thank you for everyone that's about to subscribe. I do see some people in live stating that they're going to subscribe to the channel. So thank you in advance for subscribing to the channel there. So as you may know on my channel, I've been around on YouTube for going on 2 months, and I'm someone who really enjoyed just being happy, um, enjoying the best things in life. So what I've done over the last 20 plus years, I was in the military for 8 years, fresh out of high school. I was part of 3 military deployments overseas in Iraq and Kuwait. Did a lot of great progress in those sectors of the world. We really did a lot of community work and just provided a good quality of life for the inhabitants of those cities and countries. So I really I really like that we was able to make a difference. And the person that's on the live, no problem at all. I believe this channel is going to pick up at some point, so it may be some time in which I'll have hundreds of people in this live. So I appreciate you being the only person on the live, but I'm pretty sure as my channel continues to grow, we'll have more people on the channel. I believe I definitely will at this point. So this place that I've been so far, that's been very fun over the last few years. So I'll start with the countries that I visited so far. So most recently, I went to Rio, Brazil last December. Had a great time at the Copacabana beach. I visited the Christ the Redeemer monument there. That was a beautiful place to visit. Also went to in a national park that was there. I think it was Tajikana National Park. Got a chance to see a couple waterfalls there. Also went to Sugarloaf Mountain. That was a great place to visit. It's pretty much a cart that you can take in the they're pretty much to take you up to a platform, and it's a cart that'll take you just from mountain view to mountain view there, and get a chance to see Sugarloaf Mountain and a good view overall of Brazil. So thank you, Nissim, for being on the live. I really appreciate you being here. While I was on Sugarloaf Mountain, there were a couple stops that they brought you to, so I had a chance to see a great amount of views. But the third stop was probably one of the scenic views ever. So that the third stop is pretty much a mystic viewpoint. So you're pretty much in the clouds. It's nothing you can see. You can't see your hand in front of you or anything there. It was pretty funny just being in an area in which it's just you and clouds there. So had a chance to try a couple desserts while I was in on Sugarloaf Mountain. I know the Brazilian nuts was something that a lot of people said that they're pretty good. So I grabbed some Brazilian nuts while I was at Sugarloaf Mountain. Very flavorful nuts. Had some caramel infused peanuts and everything there. So I grabbed me a couple bags. My mother said that she had a co-worker that pretty much stated that they heard that Brazilian peanuts were pretty good. So I grabbed a bag for me, and I grabbed a bag for a mother's coworker. So it was a great place to visit. I had a blast in Brazil. A lot of people said that Brazil is a very dangerous place to visit. So any place that I saw that people suggested to not to go. I didn't go. And Nazim, I do hope I get to 1 million subscribers. That would be amazing, getting to that number. So let's hope that I get to 1 million subscribers. That'd be amazing. I'm at 225 right now, but I'm all for it. Clips, welcome to the live. Appreciate you being on the live. Just going over a few places that I visited so far as vacation, and the good times that I've had. Uh, my most recent trip was to Rio, Brazil. There before Rio, Brazil, I want to say a few years ago, I went to the Maldives. In fact, I went to Bora Bora before. So Bora Bora was I went to Bora Bora a couple of years ago. Bora Bora was a nice place to visit. It was a little different than the Maldives for me. It seems like Bora Bora was more of a family friendly vacation spot. So anyone that's ever been to Bora Bora or hoping to go to Bora Bora, a couple things you need to know there. So most times on the island, so I stayed at the Conrad Bora Bora location. Most of the restaurants and everything close around 9 o'clock. So it won't be, you can't go to any other place after 9 o'clock. So you won't be able to go to a souvenir shop, a place to get water or snacks or anything. It's a bar that stays open to about 11 or 12 that has sushi and a few other things. But that was pretty much it. I did see a lot of great scenic views while I was in Bora Bora. I hiked up to the mountains that's there, and I forgot the name of the mountain there, but there's also a place that you can get a full body massage in one of the huts there. So for my birthday a couple years ago when I went to Bora Bora, got me a birthday massage there and just enjoyed the views while I was at Bora Bora. Um, the key thing too about Bora Bora that's kind of ruined my trip was you have to fly into Tahiti, but in order to get to the resort, there's another um, there's another seaplane you have to take, and unfortunately, I did not know that I had to purchase another seaplane to get to the resort. So when I got there and realized that that was the case, I pretty much had to cut my trip short a whole day because I pretty much had to. There was no more flights at a later time, so I pretty much had to cut my trip short by 12 hours and check out of my hotel uh, and catch my seaplane back to Tahiti because I wouldn't have been able to catch my flight back. But other than that, it was a great trip to Bora Bora. Prior to Bora Bora, I did go to the Maldives about 5 years ago for my birthday in December. I'm 41 years old so far. Someone asked how old I was. Maldives has probably been the most favorite place I've visited so far, just for the scenic views and just the different places you can do, different items you can do on the island. So you can go snorkeling, you can with the fishes and whales, dolphins, the crystal clear waters. Some angles that look clear, other angles that looks blue, and some other areas you'll see green shades of water. So it was definitely a great place to visit. The cuisines, different foods there was amazing there. Maldives can be um, very, very expensive. So I would just say if you're going to the Maldives, definitely make sure that you carry a good amount of money because it's a lot of things there that's is cost friendly, but it's just a situation in which there are higher scaled items there that could cost. Because one particular night, I was going to get dinner, and the person said, "Are you going to be part of the wine and lobster night?" I was like, I didn't know about it, but they said that yeah, it will only cost you $800 for the wine and the lobster. I was like, only $800. But then again, thinking the hotels, I mean the villas there in Maldives could go the highest one could cost 3 or 4 grand a night. So me being someone who had a lot of points with Hilton, I pretty much got my whole stay for free. I had over 2 million Hilton points at a time. So if you stay 4 nights there, the fifth night is free. So I pretty much end up with, I think I end up spending 380,000 points for 4 nights. But it didn't hurt me being that I had 2 million Hilton points. But the good thing about that is it was triple points at that point. So I pretty much got 1.2 million points back from my stay. So it was great seeing that there. So, but if you're someone who's never been to Maldives, Maldives is a wonderful place to go. Um, I flew out of I flew out of LA, and then I connected in South Korea. Then I connected from South Korea to Colombo slash Sri Lanka. And then after I connected in Sri Lanka, I connected at the Mali airport. And then I took a seaplane from the Mali airport to the Conrad Maldives Hilton property there. But it's, if you coordinate with the hotel prior to arriving, it'll make your life way easier. Any trip I've gone to that's involves me going overseas, I usually just send an email back and forth just to see what events I can actually do while I'm there, the pricing, if they accept American credit cards, because Amex may not be accepted everywhere overseas. So it's very important to know even about currency, converting your currency over. I've always I would always use my credit cards from country to country and never had an issue. Thanks for joining my live. Nessim, I'll catch you on my next live. So that was the Maldives there. So prior to Maldives, I did go to Paris. Paris has been a place that was on my list for years. And when I was checking flights, just so happened the flights were always 2,200 or 2,300 for round trip fares. So one particular day, I saw that it dropped down to $412 for a round trip ticket. I only fly Delta. I'm a diamond medallion with Delta, so that's all I've traveled over the last 9 years. So I bought me a ticket to go to Paris, and I had a phenomenal time. I had the chance to go to the Eiffel Tower. I went to the Palace of Versailles, and at that time, the Notre Dame had just burned down maybe a year or so ago. So it was unfortunate that I couldn't go to the Notre Dame Catherine church, but I was able to go to a couple other cathedral churches that was part of my tour there. Went to the Champs Ulysses there, and I'm a Nike guy, so there was a Nike outlet. Um, they have outlets by the Champs Ulysses. Roland Garros is right there as well. So I went to the Nike store, and they had a live DJ there. I've never seen a Nike store that had a live DJ at all there. But the DJ was live. They had a lot of the crazy lights like you're in a club setting. But it was a wonderful trip there. Got a chance to check out a couple nice French places to eat. Um, the first couple of days, I pretty much ordered room service outside of the couple um, restaurants that was down the road, and then kind of found out it was a nice steakhouse across the street from my Hilton hotel. And after I found that out, I pretty much went to that. I think the name of that restaurant was Hippopotamus. They pretty much had great steak, great drinks and everything there. So went there for my last couple of days in Paris, and overall just had a good time in Paris. So Paris was amazing there. So that's probably my most recent vacations. I was overseas. I did go to the Bahamas at Atlantis, I believe in 2016. It wasn't memorable, but I did stay at the Cove, which is the a high end property that's part of the Atlantis properties. There, it's pretty much an adult oriented hotel there. You got your own private beach, private adult pools there. Um, I went on a couple water slides while I was there. I think it was a Gringo or some kind of festival that took place in August that year, and went to that festival that was downtown. That was pretty good there, but Bahamas was okay. It wasn't the best, one of the best vacations I've gone on. Um, Atlantis pretty much is it's family friendly. So if you're someone who has kids and everything, that's a good place to visit. I believe it's four properties as part of Atlantis, but the Cove is pretty much just for adults. You can have a family there, but it's just mostly adults and more of the higher end properties of the four properties that's there. So that's the overseas places I've gone. Outside of my when I was in the military, I did deploy to Iraq twice and to Kuwait once. So I did have the ability to, the opportunity to connect in Germany, Italy, and Portugal during our deployments. I also had the chance to go to Dubai while I was there for some R&R for about 3 days. So Dubai was a nice place to be. We jet skied and did a lot of good things to take our mind off of work at that time. Being a U.S. soldier in an overseas territory, oftentimes you don't get the ability to have R&R, whether it was in Arajan or in Kuwait. Uh, Camp Doha was probably one of the best places we went to for R&R. They had breakfast, lunch, and dinner while you were there, and they also had a midnight breakfast, which was amazing there. So I'm gonna shift now to national parks, national parks that I've visited so far. So I believe I've been to 15 so far. The running list of places I've visited: uh, Zion National Park, Bryce Canyon, Grand Grand Canyon, Badlands, Glacier, Grand Tetons, Yellowstone. Been to Mount Rushmore. Been to Rocky Mountain National Park. Been to Olympic National Park, and I've been to Arches. Each one of the national parks were very unique. Um, I did go on like a 2 week hiking expedition a couple of years ago, in which I went to 7 national parks in 2 weeks. Um, Also included Mount Rushmore, so that itinerary was Zion National Park, Grand Canyons, Grand Tetons, Yellowstone, Glacier National Park, Mount Rushmore, and Badlands. So I do have a good laundry list of places I want to visit on my next trip. So I've been trying to get to Canyonlands and Capitol Reef in Utah for a while. So next time I go to Utah, as always, I always go to Zion National Park, but I'm going to make time to go to Capitol Reef and the Canyonlands. I've heard a lot of good hikes as part of those two national parks, so I am going to go there. And then when I get to California, I am going to go to the national parks that I've been wanting to go to, but I haven't had a chance to go to. So Joshua Tree, the Lassen Volcanic Park, Pinnacles, Death Valley, Kings and Sequoia National Parks. All of those parks have been on my list for years. So I'm very happy about the opportunity to go to to those several national parks. So if you are new to the channel, um, I am Byron. I've been on YouTube going on, it'll be 2 months and 8 days. Um, I have several niches on this channel. I have hiking on this channel. I will have me chasing waterfalls on this channel. You'll see me checking out a lot of mountain views, lake views, river views, places that I've gone on vacation will be on this channel. And when the football season starts, you'll see me posting 49er touchdowns and just my experiences that I've had on game day. I am a season ticket holder for the Niners. So, of course, I go to all the home games because it's part of the package. But I'm also a road warrior. So, I go to all the road games that the Niners has. Started going to road games about 3 years ago, and it stuck, and I continue to do that there. So, overall, thank you for being on the live. This channel here is, I'm hoping that I can get to my short-term goal, which would be the 500 subscribers, and then on a long-term goal, hitting over 1,000 subscribers there. So if it's anything that you see on this live that you believe that I need to improve, let me know. Oftentimes when I go on live, it'll be for 45 minutes to 60 minutes. I may at best have 5 or 6 people tops on the live, and only for maybe an average of 22 seconds or so. So I don't know what else I can do to keep anyone that's jumping on my live entertained. But I want to say that I appreciate you being a part of my live. I do have a second channel, which is Waterfall Chaser. That's a channel that's dedicated to just showing the contents of me chasing waterfalls. I have waterfalls on this page as well, but that second channel is strictly just waterfalls. So if you're someone who's into just looking at waterfalls, the Waterfall Chaser channel that I have would strictly be that. On this channel, my goal is just again to give you a reason to smile. I will be posting throughout each week of different experiences that I've had, whether it's hiking or just traveling as a whole. But I thank you for being a part of this live. And any questions or concerns that you have about places that I've visited so far, any advice regarding any trails that I've gone on or vacations that I've gone on so far, hit me up in the chat or send me a message, and I'll definitely be able to give you some advice of what went well, what didn't go well along that journey. So I'm gonna cut this live short. I don't have any more, no one else on live, so I will more than likely come back on live probably in the next couple hours. It's 3:33 my time in Colorado p.m. So thanks for joining the live, and I'll be back on live probably within the next 2 to 3 hours. Thanks for joining. Godspeed. Have a blessed one.